Lately, we have been receiving a lot of questions on how to troubleshoot error codes or weird situations when charging Tesla vehicles. A lot of the codes are normal and can be fixed very easily, while some may require maintenance from an electrician. In this video, we will talk about a few ways you can troubleshoot at home or wherever you're charging before you make that call. We'll also touch on how our G2 EV adapters and available outlets help solve some of the issues when it comes to error codes. It can be scary or alarming when an error code pops up on our Tesla screen, especially when we don't know exactly what the error code means. And the last thing we want to do is to send our car to a Tesla service center for God knows how long. And to save you some time, I linked in the description a Tesla code guide to help you navigate any codes that you may have now and in the future. First, let's talk about error codes CC-A011 through CC-A013. This means that there is an overheating issue happening either at the wall connector or the charge handle. Why is this happening? Let's start with a simple fact. Charging EVs takes a lot of power continually over a long period of time. This is a fact that sometimes escapes our mind when we go to charge our vehicles. A lot of power over a long period of time can produce a good amount of heat, especially if the outlet you are using is old, miswired, or loose. It's imperative to have a temperature sensor in your adapter like we do for our G2 EV series of adapters. This temperature sensor detects faulty outlets and reduces the charging rate or turns it off altogether to prevent the plug face from being melted by the outlet. Not all EV charging adapter brands do this with their products. While it can be annoying that the rate gets dropped, it is a good safety feature in the long run. If you were to use an adapter without the temperature sensor and the outlet was faulty, there would be no way to detect an issue and the plug face on your adapter would eventually get melted if your Tesla doesn't alert you beforehand. The only way to fix a faulty outlet is to have it professionally serviced or replaced. We'll talk more about faulty outlets in the next set of error codes. So what if you're having error codes CC-A010, CC-A014, or CC-A020? These are all wall connector issues that are most likely an indication of a faulty outlet. The place where this happens the most is at RV campgrounds. For example, our customers who have been using G2 EV TT30-24A while camping report how poorly maintained some outlets are there. It is normal to assume there is an issue with the adapter, but again, EVs use a lot more power continually over a longer period of time than an RV does, whereas an RV's power consumption can spike based on appliances used within, but that is only for a short period of time. Because of this, you won't realize how bad the outlets are with an RV like you would with your EV. If you're receiving error codes CC-A015 through CC-A019, there is a vehicle connection issue. Make sure the handle is clean and plugged all the way in, both at the mobile charger box and at the car. Like I mentioned before, in most cases, people think that the adapter is defective. I know that the common thinking is that if it wasn't a Tesla OEM adapter, then it must be the adapter that isn't working. But the solution is much simpler than you realize. This happens because the adapter isn't fully plugged in to either the mobile charger or the charger handle may not be all the way plugged into the vehicle. So maybe you just swap the plugs out of the charger, or it's been tugged on a little bit during charging. Either way, all you need to do is disconnect it from the mobile charger and re-plug it back together. Sometimes the connections are very tight, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Give it a little extra muscle just to be sure the connection is complete. In some cases, the charging handle may have dust and debris. Making sure your connections are clean and fully connected usually solves these issues. Error CC-A009 is the most alarming to me. If you ever get this code after just installing a charger in your home, call your electrician immediately. The lines are miswired and your outlet may not be grounded properly. If you're still not able to solve your issue, there's one more thing that you can do before calling an electrician. This is common, but sometimes overlooked. The prongs in your plug may not be 100% straight. They could have gotten a little crooked or bent during shipping, or maybe you don't store them as properly as you should. Prongs on any and all electrical connections get bent pretty easily, and it's not a big deal. When you have a slightly out of whack prong, the connection in the terminal and to the outlet will also be off balanced. This will create a little extra resistance and in turn heat. With straight prongs, the connections will be even and power will be distributed evenly. Some other things to keep in mind is that even though it may be hard to tell the difference between these errors right off the bat, it all has to do with timing. If the outlet is faulty, it could take up to 30 minutes before getting so hot that the temperature sensor needs to reduce the charging capacity. If the plug isn't fully connected to the mobile charger, you'll be able to tell within 5 minutes or less because the charging rate will be jumping up and all over the place. In most cases, there will be also a small red light on the end of the Tesla charging light on your mobile charger to indicate the status. When it comes to charging, ensuring safety and protecting your investment is usually top of mind. Error codes may happen, but it isn't the end of the world. In most cases, it won't have to cost you anything at all. If you need adapters for the outlets that are currently installed in your home, we have a large variety of adapters linked below. These are equipped with chips to set the charging rate and thermal sensors that will take action and stop charging before receiving an error code on your Tesla or overheating to the point where your outlets burn or begins to melt. Our adapters have been extensively put through quality control testing to ensure that your vehicle charges as expected. If you want more Tesla content, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel. If we haven't already, we will soon be linking other related videos. You can see it pop up here in the top right. At AC Works, our goal is to educate on and provide top quality power solutions. I hope this video helped you solve a few of your error codes. We hope to see you in the next video.